Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Quite a sell-off into the close. There was a trade imbalance that kind of influenced that sell-off into the close. Might have triggered some algorithms. The sell-off doesn't really make sense to me. Um, and well, I mean, that daily is pretty negative. That's scary and kind of telling me we have more to go for tomorrow. If that's the case, then we are looking at um, uh, support around 296, 4296 on the S&P. And yeah, that's pretty scary. Today is also the end of the month, so everybody might have been just cleaning up their books and getting the hell out of everything. Yeah, it was a terrible month for September, and that might still be the situation. And everybody is just closing everything up, putting everything on the books for September, hopefully making October look better for them. We're going to understand more tomorrow. The 60-minute momentum is very negative, but the 30-minute momentum looks like a divergence. So if we get a carry through tomorrow, it could pop up and turn around. But I don't know, man. That was a pretty strong sell-off. That's a pretty strong bar. We've had strong bars before, and they turned around. I mean, yeah, based on technicals, you would just have to say that there's a continuation tomorrow. It's not a devastating sell-off. I mean, we're only talking about 1.19% in the S&P. So, I mean, we do that quite often without pulling our hair out or having a bit of fear. But on the daily, we have 3 down days. I mean, if this is not a problem, we usually don't trade down 3 days in a row. We'll probably go up. Uh, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see what tomorrow holds. Here's the 10-year, and on the daily, the 10-year looks like it's putting in a topping pattern. Thought it would really trigger on the break of this low. I mean, the theory hasn't failed until it breaks to a new high, so we could see it come down further. I do believe that these gaps are going to attract it, and we're going to close those gaps before we make a continuing march up. And I think that that is the move through October, to close those gaps while forcing the market up. And we'll probably see another sell-off sometime in October for the markets. Um, and then if we go along, I mean, everything pretty much looks the same. Bitcoin actually had a pretty good day right here, but still on a daily, I would fear it until it breaks the high. On the 60-minute, just too erratic a pattern. I can't really, I don't see any entry. I mean, it's obviously bullish, but I don't see an entry. Looks like we could be putting in a topping pattern on the 30. Really, there's nothing I could recommend right now. This is just kind of a sit on your hands situation. Let all the volatility get out of the market. Once it starts trading in a good orderly fashion, then you can start looking for setups and trades again. Every stock, here's the daily on Apple, where my mouse is daily. Actually, well, I guess we can't do that. It's just negative. The momentum, here's the daily where my mouse is on Amazon, just very negative. Disney, momentum is negative. Again, I like securities, these securities, and I feel that you could buy them on the dips. I mean, yeah, you may go out a few dollars, and yeah, but eventually it'll turn around and come back. I don't really know what's going on with Virgin Galactic. It's kind of bucking the trend right here. Oh, you know what? I know that the FAA um, released it. I believe they grounded it because of some malfunction, some warning lights, and they just determined that it's a non-factor, and they're no longer grounded. So that could be what it is. I mean, that's a nice return. It's 12% for the day. Here's something interesting. This is a short on bonds, and it's not really rising that aggressively, which would indicate that bond prices will rise and interest rates will come down, which will bring the market up a little bit. And then, yeah, we look at Tesla, and these guys actually don't look too bad. It looks like it's kind of bucking the trend right here on the daily. Really just not taking the beating that the market's taking. Very interesting. Although there is a divergence, you could see this high right here, and you see the high on the momentum, and then you see it makes another high right here, and the momentum is kind of fading off. So if you're looking to go long Tesla, I think it's going to present an opportunity on a decent dip that you could get in. Viacom, again, I like the stock, but it's doing exactly what the rest of the market is. But again, nothing's too aggressive. This seems rather broad. You could stay bullish until breaking that line on Viacom. Verizon, I mean, same thing. It's trading down with the market. Just really, if you ask me, it's affording you an investment opportunity. I mean, take a look and see what the dividend is now. I think it's probably above 4%. And then XOM is, I'm sure, above 5, maybe close to 6, the dividend on that. And I mean, that's bucking the market because of oil prices. But still a very good situation to get involved with. And then if we look at the meme stocks, really, I would just sit on my hands with these and wait. They're not presenting any entry for me right now. There's a lot of resistance. If you did enter breaking this high, you have this resistance. I mean, the nonsense just has to get out of the market. So all of these AMC's kind of bucking the trend. Very interesting that it's holding this trend line. We said we'll remain bullish as long as it's above that line. I still feel that it's going to break the line. I'm thinking this is a $15 stock in a short period of time. Smile Direct, still showing the same patterns, just getting beat up. We just have to wait for orderly trading, and then we'll find a lot of entries on these things. We already looked at Tesla, Lucid Group, putting in a double top. Already closed that gap. Breaking this low, I would expect it to maybe test this gap down here at around 21, 24. So watch for that. And Sophie Technologies. We're just going to stay bullish as long as it stays above that trend line. But again, I don't see an entry yet. Maybe if it tags that trend line, puts in a hammer or something, we could look for an entry. So anyway, I don't know. I mean, I'm uncomfortable with the sell-off, but I'm not convinced. There are too many contradicting factors. It appears that it's overextended on this sell-off. I'm trying to figure out what is actually behind it. We did get news out of Washington that they resolved the debt ceiling, and the government won't shut down. They still have some spending issues to resolve by the 18th. But over the weekend, we know that we'll have a government, and they'll start hammering out the other nonsense. So they're expecting the president to sign it tonight. I'm just thinking that everybody cleaned up their books, man. They cleaned up their books for September. They're going to start anew in October, and October will look like a better month instead of carrying these losses over, because that's how a lot of institutions or hedge funds work. They're judged monthly, so they know they're taking a beating this month. They put the whole mess in the pot for the month, and then try to have a clean slate starting next month. So let's see, man. You know what? If we get a buy-in tomorrow, then that substantiates my theory. So anyway, I hope everybody is staying calm and trading within their means, not stressing out, and being at peace. So join me tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And if you like what I'm doing, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, and just hit me up in the chat. I'd love to talk. So good luck trading.